What's up, guys? This is Fonzarelli Fellhand, and today we have some King Dragon footage on Westfield. The Greens have taken the northeastern spawn and the Reds the southwestern. Now, this is one of those games where everything goes right for the green team and everything goes wrong for the opposing team. You'll see what I mean at the end of the game. None of the red team really do any damage. Some of them do 0, and everybody on the green team does damage. So this is another one of those situational videos, and kind of, I had the idea since I posted the Tiger P video, and that being a very, very situational tank. Sometimes you can actually have a situational map where, you're in a good all-around tank like the King Dragon here. Beautiful tank, by the way. I love this thing. The gun is, it's not necessarily amazing, but it is definitely better than the Type 59. We'll focus on the matchmaking in a moment. But you take a tank that is good all around, like this tank, and you put it in a situation where even though you're doing your part as a player, the rest of the team kind of does theirs as well. And that there's a fine line between the team not doing anything and the team doing too much. If they don't do anything, then there's a chance you could possibly get rolled. If they do too much, you're going to kind of be in the same predicament as I am right now. Now, obviously, we see the guy here, 12 o'clock, taking rounds from the right, so we're going to be very, very cautious. As you can see, I'm kind of edging to the left here. Now, let's focus on the matchmaking here a second. A lot of people have really wanted to know my thoughts on losing the preferential matchmaking. Well, at some point, I'm going to make a video on how to beat matchmaking. Obviously, running 10s is a surefire thing. The second thing is running tanks that have preferential matchmaking. Well, I'm kind of a fan of preferential matchmaking. Now, granted, of course, when you lose it, you might as well just run any old 8. Now, I have a theory on that. I don't like to run 8s unless they're preferential, because if we're going to run 8s that aren't preferential, we might as well run 10s, because why take a gamble if I don't have to? In other words, why take a gamble that there's going to be somebody bigger and badder than me out there versus me being top dog? It's just a bad risk, and that's kind of the way you have to think in order to be successful at this game. You don't see a lot of supers, they tend to run the 10s all the time. You want to tilt the odds in your favor. You don't want to be willingly at a disadvantage. Now, that is my spiel on non-preferential tanks. Moving on to this tank, you're going to get a little bit more penetration with this gun versus the Type 59. You're going to get better aim time. That is the big thing. The aim time is considerably better. It's not, granted, it's not a laser. It's not the Leopard 1. So get that out of your head. It is going to be better, and it is noticeable. So yes, it has been buffed. The gun handling, the hard stats. But you also have to understand that, that extra buff in penetration is not considerable, and if you're fighting tier 10s, it's going to be in the liability zone. So I'm of two minds on this. I do enjoy the tank. I think it looks magnificent. I've been criticized for loving the looks of this tank, and that's okay. I think it looks beautiful. At the other hand, I'm not necessarily a fan of the tank losing its preferential matchmaking. I'm just not a fan in general of that, because it, I think it needs to retain it. That's kind of my vote. They may, change it at some point in the future. I don't know right now. It has non-preferential. Moving on, another thing I've noticed about this tank, it seems like the velocity is off to me. It seems like it's a bit slower than the standard Type 59. I may be going crazy, or I may just be imagining it. But as you can see here, I lead some shots, and then they just kind of miss because I'm not leading enough. Well, I like the Type 59. I've played that tank a great deal, and it just doesn't manage to connect sometimes. So it's possible it does have slightly slower velocity. I don't have any facts to back that up, granted. It is just a feeling. I got a feeling. Anyway, 1939. It's a very, very average game, but as you can see there, everybody on the green team did well. Everybody on the red team did poorly. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Giveaways are coming next week. We'll see you guys later.